But
smart and shit. Good.
Point being, this is the place where the Bible has been done away with, man. You know, nobody regards the scriptures anymore. Even these people that say that they believe in the Bible, they don't regard the scriptures. I mean, you go to Issachar's house and you see all these idols everywhere. But they're talking about Jesus Christo. They're talking about how much they love God and everything. Well, if you just pick up the book and read, it tells you I don't want not to have any evidence of abortion.
You know what I've noticed too? A lot of homosexuals are wearing crosses, having pictures that has Zeus on them.
Yeah.
All this other shit, like the Most High condones it, man.
But because what they fucking push is that the law is done away with. All you got to do is accept Jesus Christ, and you can do whatever you want.
But the law is not done away with.
All you got to do is believe in Jesus.
Even Yahweh Shah said that he didn't come to destroy the law.
But these people, they don't know that because they're being led astray by Esau. Esau pushes that wickedness. That's Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ condones homosexuality. But you got Jason, you got so-called Christians that are against it. You know, but if they don't have the full truth, they're not going to be able to stand when that flood really comes.
I'll bring it up.
Yeah.
This is St. Matthew chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I'm come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
Yeah, I didn't come to destroy. I came to fulfill. That's why when Yahweh Shah was on the scene, he would heal people like there was a leper. He healed the leper and he said, go and bring your offerings according to the law. Whatever it was. It might have been 2 turtle doves or whatever. So you had to go and do that sacrifice for the sin offering. He told him to perform that. The only law that was done away with was the law of animal sacrifices. That's it. Because Yahweh Shai became that sacrifice.
Verse 18 it says, for verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled.
Yeah, till all be fulfilled. Right? Yahweh Shai already fulfilled the law of sacrifice. That's why he said it is done.
Yeah.
He already he got the victory. He was the firstborn of death. He defeated death. You know, by dying. Right?
Being perfect.
Yeah. Right? So he kept the ways of Yahweh Shai to a T. And so the thing is that he didn't have to do that. Because he was perfect, just like Enoch, just like Elijah, they got taken up in a chariot. Yahweh Shai could have opted out if he wanted to, man. He could have been taken up in a chariot, just bounce. But in order to fulfill prophecy, in order to be that ultimate sacrifice, what did he do? He laid his life down, all right, for the sins of the elect, all right.
Talks about that too. That's a true brother right there, man.
Yeah.
To lay down his life for his friends.
He said he was obedient unto death, even the death of the cross, which was heaven. That was capital punishment.
And that's what, I'm pretty sure y'all brothers do it too. But, I pray, when I make my prayers, I tell the Most High straight up, I'm not perfect, man. I want to be. If I could, I would. But, you didn't create me to be perfect. You created Yahweh Shai to be perfect. That's why this brother, you always talk about we all sin. We all fell short of the glory, man. That's why we always got to constantly give praise to Yahweh Shai, man.
Well,
we got to worship him, right?
Well, that's why you got to, what does it say, kiss the Son lest he be angry. That's why you can't have no pride in you. You can't have that, like you praying to the Lord, and you're supposed to be honest with the Lord. Like, okay, let's get a worldly example. You watch like these different movies that got somebody on trial, right? Somebody committed a crime, and they get a lawyer. And the lawyer was a lawyer telling them, if you don't start being honest with me and telling me what happened, I can't fucking help you. How is if you can't be honest with the Lord, how is he going to pray to the Most High? He's like, I don't know what's wrong with this cat. He don't want to cop out. You know what I mean? He don't want to admit to his faults. So So you gotta be honest because you know you got pride in you, and you be like you trying to fucking reason with yourself. You be trying to justify. Well, it wasn't really. I mean, you know, it wasn't really off. I didn't really go off. You know what I mean? It might not have been expedient, but it wasn't a sin. Well, nah, man, you gotta stop all that. You ain't gonna get no help. That's wavering. That's going to, what does it say? You can't pray. You gotta pray the Lord with nothing wavering. Otherwise, you're not gonna get shit. Teeter-tottering. You be like, oh, well, you know, it was this, but then that, and then you know, trying to justify whatever with whatever reasoning that you got in your head. It don't work like that, man. You gotta just become clean. All right.
Point being, why I mentioned that, and you brought what you just said out, is these people in this world, they don't have that, man. We are the only ones that actually want to have forgiveness and confess our faults and our sins to the Most High. These people don't believe in the scriptures, man. They think the Bible's a fairy tale, man.
Say, was it get
Get a script to what Jake got earlier. This is First John chapter 3 and 4. Whosoever committed sin transgressed also the law, for sin is the transgression of the law.
Yep, sin is a transgression of the law. That's why a lot of these people, they talk about sin, they don't even know what sin is. They don't even know what sin is. That's why you commit sin, but you don't even realize it. Right? Because the thing is that we're surrounded by wickedness here, so it's impossible, man. It's filthy in this place.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know you really don't know what you're eating. I don't give a fuck what you say. You don't know what you're eating. I don't care if you go to the healthiest fucking grocery store on earth. You don't know what you're eating. And you got Jason, I do this and I do that and I keep the Sabbath and shut the fuck up, man.
But what did your boy W7 bring out? All the water got microplastics in it.
I mean, if you drink bottled water, you're drinking plastic.
Well, anything, man.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like,
faucet water is the same water you piss some shit in.
Just for the people that wanna,
you know. I mean,
well, I heard stories about what certain people like Issachar do, and like at these meat markets, man. They'll buy 2 good cows and buy 1 bad animal and mix all the meat together.
Yeah.
You don't know if they threw a pig in there or they threw some wild bird in there.
Or food coloring.
You know.
Or pink slime.
Well, we're talking about like real like sins, you know, like you don't know if they threw big meat in there. Because sometimes you go to the meat market and you'll see meat and you don't know if it's beef or pork.
Especially that carne asada too, because it's already chopped up.
Yeah.
It could be anything.
yeah, taco meat.
Yeah, the taco meat. Yeah.
That's why the rule of thumb is never get any meat that's already seasoned and shit. Because they could be like, that meat could be old as fuck, man. And they hide that, they adulterate it and season it up just so they can hide it and sell it to you, man.
But they do that anyways. They do that anyway. Even at Slave Mart, you get whole cuts of meat. Why you think it's bright red?
Yup.
There's chemicals.
There's chemicals, man. That meat could be that meat. Who knows how old that meat is? And you could be paying an arm and a leg for it too, and they be telling you it's all organic and grass fed. This shit's like 2 weeks old.
Man, everything's organic, man. It's a lie.
But I mean, you know,
it's play on words.
You know the stigma.
Just like when I was selling plants. Drought resistant. The fuck? Nothing's drought resistant. But they sold hella fucking plants.
Yeah.
Remember California was in a fucking historical drought? Oh, we're gonna trick them and say this shit is drought resistant.
The point being, when I say organic, what I mean by that is that it's not treated with chemicals that don't got different antibiotics. It's not an animal that's been treated like shit its whole life, right?
But then that's just what they say.
Yeah. God. But you get the meat and it's bright red. That's automatically, that should tell you that it's not what they say it is. It's been treated with chemicals. That bright red color is a chemical that they put in the meat. to give it. That's why as soon as you open that package, they starts oxidizing and turning brown.
Yep.
Verse Cor-
I got one.
This is 1 Corinthians 10 and 25. Whatsoever is sold in the shambles, that eat, asking no question.
As you know, whatever you find in the supermarket, as long as it says, look, all right, this is cow, this is meat, it's lawful for you to eat it, asking no question. Why?
For conscience sake.
For conscience sake, so that you're not like, man, you know, because the thing is that if you knew all the shit that was coming into your body on a daily basis, you bug out, man. You fucking bug. You can't think about it like that, man.
That's why it's not convenient to be a overly righteous health freak, man.
Yeah.
Because even the shit you think is healthy could be poison, man.
GMO, the fruits and the vegetables that you eat. You gotta understand that when they talk about genetically modified plants, they actually put spider DNA and shit like that, frog DNA, in these plants so that different traits from these animals will be in the plant that'll make it resistant to cold or drought resistant or whatever kind of resistance. That way they can grow it all season long because it has that genetic additive to it. So you're eating a frog and you think it's a fucking tomato. That's Esau Edom. That is the wickedness of this place. So if you over here overthinking shit, you ain't gonna eat. You might as well not eat anything. Just starve. Just starve to death.
It's Ezekiel chapter 4 verse 13, and Yahweh said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles.
See, that's a prophecy. That's something that's gonna happen. Go ahead.
Whether I will drive them.
Yep. So wherever you are, you're eating defiled bread. These different corporations, these different companies that process and package food and ship it out and receive it, they don't give a shit what they're selling. They just want their money. A lot of the majority of this stuff that you eat is old ass, nasty ass fucking meat. It's rotten. It's rotten. That's what you're eating. That's why they add the chemicals to it. That's why it's bright red.
A lot of times meat is shipped from different countries, man. Just like if you went to go buy some lamb, it would say from New Zealand. It's not even in America, man.
In the heat.
Or China. China ships a lot of their shit here too, man. And they don't have no time. They don't give two fucks,
They
man.
don't give a fuck, man. Hey, they put plastic. They serve you. They give you noodles.
They'll give you shit.
Cut with plastic. Yeah, they give you straight up shit.
Straight shit that looks like meat. And you thinking it's beyond meat. You think it's
It's beyond me. This is some superfood. It's good
you
for
think you know came up in the world and shit. Straight up human excrement.
Hey,
Man.
what do they do? They got these processing plants where they process this meat, chicken, whatever, bring out that old stuff. They have flies buzzing all over it, maggots on it. What do, they have it go down an assembly line where somebody will spray it down with a water pressure gun.
Oh man. I was doing the work. In Fresno, this dude came up that worked at Foster Farms, the little chicken place. So I'll never eat a chicken again.
Yeah, that's what they always say.
That's what I said. I worked at fucking Foster Farms in the turkey plant, bro. See all that shit. I was like, man. But I hope I kept my word on is not eating anything from Foster Farms ever again, bro.
Yeah.
Don't even matter.
They don't, but that is brutal.
Well, you think Tyson is giving you something better? It ain't Foster Farms though.
Yeah. Well, those are the only two major plants.
Exactly. You
It's
either
Tyson or Foster Farms.
you either get Tyson. I bet you ain't doing no better.
No. I got a script. This is Mark chapter 16, verse 18. It says, they shall take up serpents, and if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover.
Yep. We're all drinking poison.
And it's only through the grace of the Most High that we're still here.
Yeah, we should all be dying of cancer right now.
You know?
It says if they drink any deadly thing, they shall not die.
Have worms in our brain.
Even like the liquor, the fucking the juice, the water, it all has pesticides and shit in it, man.
Oh, the worse you get liquor, you want to go and get cheap liquor, you get like one of those fucking gallons of whiskey.
Carlo Rossi.
Not, because that's in glass. Those ones that are in plastic.
VIP Select.
And shit.
The ones that are in plastic. What do you think that alcohol is doing? It's breaking down that plastic. You just drinking plastic. That's why that shit gives you a wicked ass vicious hangover. You get a headache because you fucking drinking another poison on top of poison.
Well, that's why when you drink it, you getting fucking demons on you, bro.
Yeah.
Like when you notice, like when you drink that
cold
bullshit.
spirits.
When you drink that bullshit. No, I'm talking about this cheap, nasty
Yeah,
shit.
this is bullshit.
Bro, you're squabbling with somebody.
Because they got good spirits. Hey, we're talking about getting the good spirits.
Yeah.
Hey, we had the good spirits. You remember that?
Yeah.
We had the good spirits. We went and copped 120. Hey, how you doing?
I'm good.
We went and copped
Nice.
100. Oh, we're good.
That's good. Just want to say hi.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. So how you guys doing lately?
Yeah, we're just preaching the word of God like we do every week.
There you go.
Yeah, we come out here every week, man. Hey, but that what's up?
I'm gonna cross through.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, cross through.
Say hi.
We got that $120 bottle of
It was Jack Daniels.
that was it was like hen dog, man, or it was
Oh, it was Hennessy. Yeah, you're right. It was one called
the
like
Masters blend,
Bastard
bro.
Blend, yeah.
And Jake fucking around, man. You
Like
know?
you got that white Hennessy though?
Nah,
It costs like $400.
see, that sounds good.
It's good too.
That $120 bottle that we got, man, that shit was like, that was amazing, girl. Hey, it was called a Masters blend. And Jake like to fuck around. Yeah, and look at the bottle too, bro. The bottle is beautiful, man. It looks like an elixir and shit, man. It looks like some type of shit you would drink in a Dungeons and Dragons game to replenish your health and your mana.
Or that Louis the 13th. That's the one I want to try.
But Jake fuck around, bro. You like we would smell it. Remember we'll smell it. You're like, oh yeah, I get these aromas or whatever. You popped open that bottle and
You don't
smelled
even
it.
taste the liquor alcohol either.
You fucking smelled it. You was like, bro, I can actually smell vanilla and nutmeg. This is crazy.
Oh yeah.
This is crazy. Now that's the stuff. That's the. If I could afford to drink that,
Yeah, if we had money, we wouldn't be drinking no bullshit.
hell no. But I'll be getting them $1,000
Go to
bottles of wine.
Bedmo, go to the special case.
Yeah, the back where it's all locked
Yeah,
up.
it's all locked up in glass and shit. Yeah, man. In the kingdom, man.
In the kingdom, yeah. For the poor folks, though, we get all the trash. We got all that shit that,
Kill each other with.
yeah, motherfuckers beating each other's asses.
Driving into brick walls and shit.
They don't get, hey man, this place is oppression, bro.
It's the valley of the shadow of death, man.
Yeah.
No assurance of life, man.
Yeah, another script.
Yeah,
This is Matthew 26 and 29. This is Yahushua. This is red letter. But I say unto you, I won't. Well, actually, I'm going to start at 28. Matthew 26 and 28. Red letter. For this is my blood of the New Testament, which is shed for many for the remission of sins.
yeah, for the remission of sins. So the blood of Yahweh Shai was shed for the remission of sins, right? And so you gotta acknowledge that. You gotta acknowledge that you're a sinner.
Yeah, we just talking about that.
You have to acknowledge that. A lot of people have a lot of pride. They don't want to admit that they were wrong about something. But they might have been been in a situation where they went off or did something wrong. But it's a battle within themselves because they're, I was the one that was in the right. But maybe both of you was wrong. Maybe both of you were wrong. Go ahead.
Verse 29. But I say unto you, I will not drink henceforth of this fruit of the vine until that day when I drink it new with you in my Father's kingdom.
Yeah. So Yahweh Shai is waiting to drink with the elect, man. And it's gonna be that aged.
Master's blend.
That's gonna be the master.
It's gonna be whatever the Rothschilds got fucking hidden somewhere.
It's gonna be
It's gonna be spiritual wine, bro. It's gonna be all. Well, Esau couldn't make this wine.
It's gonna be like when the Lord told Ezra to drink that cup, and it will enter into like fire.
Yeah.
And then his whole spirit would get ignited.
Bro, it's gonna be lit.
It's gonna be like that, bro. Like
the grapes that made this wine.
That's the more you know.
Right here, grape.
Grapes are not even at the size that they're supposed to be, man.
That's what I'm saying. Yahweh Shai got wine from the pure grape,
from the heavens.
The dew of the grape's youth.
And it's been aging.
Yeah, 2,000 years. 2,000
2
years.
days.
2 day old wine.
Hey man, that's what we're excited about, man. The kingdom, man. That's what keeps us going, man. Because if we just like dwelt on the rudiments of this fucking place, we'll be through, man. That's how dudes fall out, man. Because they're just so stuck on the bullshit that they don't think of the big picture, man. They don't have no hope. They don't have nothing to look forward to, man.
Conversation has to be in heaven. You have to be able to filter everything through the scriptures. You have to have spiritual eyes to be able to see that whatever you're going through is more to it than what you actually think, man. You know, they have the transformers more than meets the eye. It's a car, but then it turns into a fucking robot, right? Well, it's the same thing, and the same thing in this world. Everything that you see in the physical has a spiritual aspect to it. You see somebody get hit by a car, it wasn't by chance. This motherfucker did some shit to get hit by a car for it. Right? And whatever happens to you. That's why you can't, I don't play with myself. I don't play with Yahweh Shai. I don't play around. When I pray, I put it out there. Look, I know what I've done. You know what I've done. These are my sins. Alright? Any one of them could have a punishment attached to it. Any one of them can condemn me. Any one of them, the Lord can just leave me in the dust for. That's something you gotta realize, man. And you gotta accept it. The sooner that you accept it, the more at ease that you'll be in your patience. Right? Because now it's just like somebody on fucking death row. You know, at first they're crying, at first they're fighting with it, and then there comes to a point when they accept the fact that they're gonna die. I ain't saying that you're on death row, but you gotta accept the fact that you may have to die, even if it's in a righteous form. That's just real. That's just reality. You gotta accept the fact that things are gonna happen to you. Through much tribulation, you have to enter into the kingdom of heaven. Right? Don't act like you know everything, man. Alright?
Yeah, the scriptures say that when a man think he know everything, when he knoweth nothing, he deceiveth himself, man.
You got a scripture?
Yeah.
Okay.
What you got?
Isaiah 57.
What's it got?
Righteous perisheth, and no man lay it to heart. Merciful men are taken away, none consider it.
You get it.
But the righteous is taken away from the evil time of men. It's Isaiah chapter 57, verse 1. The righteous perisheth, and no man layeth it to heart. And merciful men are taken away, none considering that the righteous is taken away from the evil to come.
Yeah. That's what Yahweh Shai went through that. When he was up on the cross, he didn't do nothing wrong. He was a righteous man. But they were mocking him. They weren't laying it to heart. they didn't understand what was going on.
Yeah, even on this side too, like King Marshall, they were taken away.
Or that dude that got stabbed up in
Jamaica,
in Barbados or wherever it was, and everybody was talking shit. Yeah, a lot of people were talking shit.
Even police,
Montoya,
yeah, he passed away. He had a heart condition, still coming out doing the work, man. And the so-called doctors forbade him to do that.
so that's a righteous man.
Yeah.
A very righteous man. You know?
Be taken away from the day to come, which is all the hell that is breaking loose, man.
That's why in Job it tells you to gird your loins, like, man, you gotta be ready. You know, but that's why I stress that prayer, man. That's why I stress that you gotta work out your own salvation. This is about you and Yahweh Shai and your relationship with him. Not this brother's relationship, not this brother's relationship, not the brother next to you, whoever's watching, but your own relationship. That's why you gotta be honest with the Lord. You gotta be praying to the Lord, man. You gotta make your case. And you go to a job interview, what's like one of the first questions that they ask you at a job interview? What's one of the first questions they ask you at a job interview? What makes you qualified for this position? What is good about you?
Skills.
Yeah, what skills do you have? Why do we want you in our company? You gotta make your case, man. Right? Hey, look,
So
Lord.
you got a resume.
Hey, you gotta build that resume too.
You gotta build it too.
And the first starts. Hey, you confess your sins to the Lord, man. Now the Lord can trust you. Now it's like, all right, He's honest with you. That's a start, right? Then you start building that relationship. That's what you got to do. Yeah, that way, hey, just like they tell you in the world, if somebody sticks up a liquor store and somebody puts a gun to your face, the best thing that you can do is start telling them about yourself. You never heard that? The reason, there's logic behind it. So if somebody puts a gun in your face, says that they want to kill you, you start telling them your name. You start telling them you got kids, your family, this, that, and the third. You start building a connection with this person. It's less likely to shoot you. Same thing with the Lord. You start talking to the Lord, telling him, hey, look, I did this, and that, but that's not me. I'm better than that. Let me show you.
Like that movie Phone Booth.
Yeah.
You also seen that movie before?
Is that the one?
The one guy's in the phone and
The sniper's got him.
Yeah, the sniper
And
got
he's
him.
telling him to tell the truth.
Yeah, you tell the truth and shit.
Same thing. Tell the truth, I won't shoot you. Hey, but isn't that what this is all about? Aren't we in the truth? Aren't we supposed to be walking in the light?
Yeah.
Hey, what did the scriptures talk about? Not the putting away of the filth of the flesh, but the answer of a good conscience toward the Lord. Right? Because you can't put away the filth of the flesh. You're fucking in the flesh and it's filthy. Even Paul said, "Oh, wretched man that I am, who will deliver me from the body of this death?" What does it say in the scriptures? You're as a filthy rag.
Yep.
All righteousness is filthy. So you can't put away the filth of the flesh. You're covered in it. This is your goddamn body. Right? But it's the answer of a good conscience. It's you confessing to the Lord. You tell the Lord, look, hey, what did all the righteous men in the Bible do? The most righteous men in the Bible, when they talked to the Lord, they said, oh Lord, dost thou regard me who am ashes and dust? I'm nothing.
Yeah, you gotta build that personal relationship, man. Just like that song I was sharing with y'all brothers about Yellowwood, Best Friend, man.
Yep. Hey, you tell your best friend everything.
Yeah, you gotta have that type of relationship with the Most High, the Son, man.
You're trying to keep secrets from how are you gonna keep secrets from the Lord? You can't. But you still got people that do that. Try and keep secrets from the Lord.
I mean, the angels see everything, you know. Just as the scripture says, so it's not like you're hiding anything. Anyways, that's just pride, man. when it really breaks down to it.
Then you just pray, man. Then at that point, hey, just give me, just give me strength for whatever I gotta go through. I like to pray to have the ability to go through whatever I'm gonna go through, to have the strength to deal with it. Whatever it may be. What's that?
That's taking the asteroid, 3 of them heading towards the Earth, and one of them reached the Earth.
Alright.
Hey, but the heathen are dismayed at the signs of heaven, though.
Oh, yeah. There's Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 1. It says, but the souls of the righteous are in the hand of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, and there shall no torment touch them. In the sight of the unwise they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery. And their going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. That's a thing. That's something to dwell upon. That's something to meditate on. Right? Because if you're going to be put to death, what's the demon's going to tell you that you're not a man of the Lord? But you got to accept the fact that you're not perfect. There's a punishment.
There's a scripture where it says, please the Most High to
Jerusalem.
Jerusalem.
I think that's like Isaiah 47,
53.
53.
No, I know that one's talking about Yahushua.
Yeah. Well, that's the only one there is.
You talking about? I think. This is Psalms chapter 116, verse 15. Precious in the sight of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is the death of his saints. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
I was trying to think of it the whole time.
And because it pleased him, right? So it pleased the Most High that his son was man enough to take that.
Well, even the elect too,
That's what I'm saying.
Starting with Yahushua, of course, and look at the 7 sons.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. So it pleases Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to say, like, look at Job, right? I put him through all this shit, and look, he took it he took it on the chin, man. He took it like a man.
And really, that shit was just like between Yahweh and Satan.
Yeah.
They were like having they were playing a game, really.
Yeah.
And they were using Job as like the game.
And you got like that dude Judah Dor. He looks at situation. You remember that guy? He's still out there blaspheming. Yeah, he put on Apostle Tahar page one time. He put a comment. I seen it, and he was like, "Hey, Apostle Tahar, make a video about how the Most High makes us go off just so he can punish us for his own beauty." You know what I mean? Like that. But hey, man, you're not thinking of it righteously, bro. You're not a righteous man is not known is known in adversity. How are you gonna prove your worth if you ain't put to the test? When you break a horse, what do you do after you break the horse, man? You gotta prove it. Take it out for a ride.
Talks about that in the Apocrypha too. A friend may not be known in moments of adversity or something to that effect, not quoting verbatim.
Yeah.
That's how you know if the brother's really your brother through your adversity.
Yeah,
It says that's when a brother made me know.
Yeah, makes you know.
Is it adversity? Because, well, let's say, you with your homies or whatever, and then you gotta, let's say it was just us 3, and we was out there in Sacramento and that whole biker gang came up. If the squad broke out and I cut out and run, and just leave you 2 to get the shit kicked out of you, I'm not a brother, am I? I'm a cat.
Felix the cat.
Yeah. So that's how. That's why Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai push you through these things, man. That's why we're gonna go through great tribulation, is to see if you're gold or if you're stubborn, man. gold, silver, precious jewels. What are you? You're gonna find out. You're gonna have your chance to prove yourself.
And everybody's gonna go through it.
Everybody. So if Yahweh Shemel Shai gives you the strength to take it like today, look, and what it takes is the willingness of your mind. What it takes is that. Hey, because what happens, but as they say, battles are won in the mind first.
Oh, even in the martial arts.
Yeah. Battles are won in the mind first, right? So, just by you initiating, just by you taking that step forward, you've already put, you already, that's an action taking. You're going from your mind to reality at that point.
Yeah, even like Mike Tyson, he was talking about that. He said, I was scared as fuck every fight.
But he still went out there.
But he went out there and handled his business, man. And everybody was bigger than him. He was only 5'11".
Yeah, he was a little guy.
He was a little dude knocking 6'5", 6'7" people out, man. He said he was scared as shit. And sometimes, and this truth is, you get kind of,
You get anxious,
a little scary and shit. But at this, if you're gonna still do what you need to do to get the job done, that's what matters, man.
That's the courage, man. That's because that's when you're actually afraid. When you cower from something, that shows that you were really afraid. That feeling of fear, that's just an emotion. That's not who you are.
Yeah. I'm not gonna mention it. But it's just a reasoning of the mind.
Yep.
This is Proverbs 28:1. The wicked flee when no man pursueth, but the righteous are bold as a lion.
It reminds me of that kid in Fresno that was calling himself out there preaching and shit. He didn't last that long. He fled, man. But we was out there still going hard in the paint, man.
Oh, is that the nigga talking about?
Bubba Sparks looking nigga.
Oh, you talking about Elvis Presley?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, he went out there for like 30 minutes and bounced.
Yeah, bounced out.
Yeah, he was getting too loose. I got the Hebrew word for bold, and the Hebrew word for bold is batak, and it says to trust in, to have confidence, be confident, to be secure,
Yep.
to make secure, to feel safe, be careless.
Be careful. Not in a wicked sin, in a righteous sin. To be careless as to what somebody else thinks, or what somebody else might do.
Yeah, just like when the police come up here, they might take us away, but we can't be all.
Yeah, we're careless.
Yeah, I remember the first few times, you come out here preaching, you do the work and you see the cops. And then you being a new brother, you're like, man, what's gonna happen? And then as you learn to be more bold, to be bold, to trust in Yahweh Shai, you understand that that's just Satan, bro. And then next thing you know, well, I can say all that, but you're boldly, man. You speak the word boldly in front of the cops, man.
Whatever.
In front of whoever, yeah, God.
Whatever, don't matter.
Yeah.
Because you boldly, you trust you. Because what else can you do except just follow? Hey, if the Lord punishes you, He punishes you. If He kills you, He kills you. You can't do nothing about it. But hey, man, even if you die, well, it depends on how you die, man. I mean, at the end of the day, somebody might die worse than you. You know what I mean? There's always somebody that got it worse. To think about it like that, man.
Yep.
Hey, can I bring out the scripture?
Yeah.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him.
And that's exactly what we're doing right now. We're standing in great boldness in the faces of such as have afflicted us. All these nations, but starting with Esau, the so-called white men, the Edomites. We're standing in great boldness telling them that they're going to go into slavery, telling them they're going to pay for the iniquities of their fathers, telling them that their pride and joy, America, Babylon the Great, is going to be overthrown with nuclear fire, man. The Heavenly Father is going to send his son back to grab his ass up, put him into slavery, and burn all the cities with fire. Okay? We do that with boldness. Because there was a point in time where we couldn't speak against this guy. There was a point in time where we couldn't even look this guy in his eyes, man. We get our teeth knocked out. Okay? He grab our children, put them to death in front of us. There was a point in time where we couldn't be bold. Okay, as much as we are as a people, man. Okay, we're not.
It made no account of his labors.
Yeah, they made no account of our labors, none. Especially the labor that we're doing now. The labor that we're doing now, they count as vanity, man. Lord ain't gonna come back to save you spicks, tontos. Lord ain't coming back to save no niggas, man. That's exactly what they think. We got this image up of Yahushua, so-called Jesus Christ up as a so-called black man. They laugh at that, man. Okay? They made no account of our labors, man, unto this very day. Okay? Go ahead.
When they see it, they shall be troubled
And
with
when they
terrible
see
fear.
it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, man. Okay? When these nations start to see these crazy events that we've been speaking about, okay, the angels start manifesting themselves in front of Esau, he's gonna bug out, man. It says they shall be what? With terrible fear?
When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
With terrible fear. The scriptures call Yahushua in the book of Job the king of terrors, man.
Yeah, it's gonna all hit him, imminent, you know, everything we've been talking about, because it's gonna be clear. Because Esau needs physical proof before he's gonna understand what's going on.
He's not a spiritual man.
So when he sees it, then everything that he's heard from us is gonna come into his mind. Oh shit! Now all these sins are gonna be repaid. And what Edomites are gonna go through is it's overwhelming, bro. I don't know how y'all are gonna deal with it.
Well, they're cursed above all beasts and walk the earth.
I really don't. Bro, this is gonna be your reality. Like, what you're living right now,
That's just gonna get you.
like I'm saying, like, if the cops come and take you to jail, your whole world changes. That's your reality now. Now you're in prison, right? And the judge sentences you to 500 years, whatever he sentences you to. You say you got life in prison or whatever. Now that's your reality. That's hell. The whole world. Well, shit. Esau's going to hell, dude. Esau's new reality is going to be. I don't even want to say enslavement, to be honest with you, because it's going to be slavery, but it's going to be a punishment. The reason why I don't want to call it slavery is because I just want to call it hell, to be honest, because the shit that's going to be happening to you Edomites is gruesome.
It's gonna be hell.
It's going to be hell. That's the only way I could really describe it. I mean, you say you're going to go into slavery. Slavery doesn't sound as bad as what the Bible actually talks about.
And you think about it, in the kingdom, we're gonna have that mind to know what we did and what happened to us in our past lives.
That's
So we're gonna look at some guy and be like, oh, you did that? And then it's gonna make us even more infuriated and fuck them up.
because I mean, you're gonna be dealing with people that could literally grab you and rip you in half.
With their mind.
We're gonna be gods, man. We're gonna be able to levitate, man. We don't even have to walk anymore. It's gonna be levitating on these.
So so what you're gonna have to deal with is shit straight out of a sci-fi movie.
Brightburn.
Yeah, it's terrible, man. I don't want to know.
You got somebody?
Still got what is it?
Okay, get this in the show. This is Job chapter 18 in verse
15,
10. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. Terrors shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side. It shall devour the strength of his skin, even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength.
Yeah, it shall devour the strength of his skin. Well, hey, what do they say in the world? You gotta have tough skin. Esau is gonna be skinless.
That's your armor.
Yeah. You're gonna feel every blow, and it's gonna be crushing. You're gonna feel every blow.
Oh, and he's being driven to his feet, man. He's being forced to be put into action. That's why he's trying to do away with the body, man.
Oh, yeah, he's trying to move at a quick pace because he knows that he has a short time, so he's trying to hustle. He's trying to hustle the flow. But I mean, every step forward is just a step to your doom.
Well, that's why it says in verse 10, the snare is laid for him in the ground and a trap for him in the way.
Yeah, so you running.
He's running to that.
Yeah, you running, and just like you watch them old Vietnam movies, and they're getting chased by the Vietnamese, they're running, and then they fucking fall into the ditch and get impaled with spikes.
Or that one Leonardo DiCaprio movie, Revenant, when he got left in the wilderness and he fucking stepped and his foot got caught in a bear trap. Through. That was a crazy movie too. You had to cut the horse open and sleep in it.
Damn. That's hell. They prepare you, man.
You got attacked by a bear.
Brothers in the truth, man. We're like all this craziness gonna come upon the earth. We're hoping to have mercy. We're hoping the Lord has mercy on us. Within that mercy, though, it's not gonna be just a walk in the park. There's things that you're gonna have to go through, man. You're gonna be moving through a world in chaos. Now the Lord might sustain you and provide for you, but it's still not gonna be easy, man. Like that movie, The Road, right? Even though he was doing cool. Nah, he was ducking the cannibals. He found a little shelter, but he was still in hell. The cannibals were still out there. So that's what you're gonna have to do. You might find a stash spot. You might find a spot to hide, but the cannibals still gonna be out there, man. The destruction's still gonna be out there.
Reminds me of Amos the Fruit Chopper.
Yeah, at any moment they can bust in. The Lord have to deliver you from that. Which is gonna be, and whatever you gotta go through. You just gotta keep on moving.
This is 1 Peter chapter 4 and 18. And if the righteous scarcely be saved,
yeah, you're scarcely gonna be saved, man. You're gonna be moving through this craziness, man. All right, go ahead.
Where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
Yeah, so while you're being preserved, you're being delivered from all these different situations, you got people just getting snatched up left and right around you. Like that movie, The Road. He's running with his son. And he fucking ducks down in the bushes, and there's a woman running with her kid, and there's a group of cannibals, and they had their way with them. There's a bunch of dudes, man. What do you think they did? What do you think they did to that woman and the kid, man?
Raped them and ate them.
Raped them, tortured them, ate them, whatever they wanted.
Of course, their actions shall stand their ground.
Ain't gonna be no law enforcement to come and save them. There ain't gonna be no 911 in that day. This was gonna be you and whatever lion is in front of you. Tiger, bear, snake, whatever.
This is Psalm chapter 91, verse 7. It says, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee.
That's the hope that you gotta have. It's the faith that you gotta have. There might be a plane that sweeps through Modesto, kills all the Modestoians, but doesn't hit you. Kills all the Turlockians, but doesn't hit you.
Just to run that up, because there's going to be a lot of death. If they say that 1,000 are going to fall at your side, you're actually going to see dead fucking people, man. Excuse my French. There's going to be casualties, man. And it's going to happen to people you know, people that you've seen. For what? For you to mock? Because the scriptures say the Lord said he's going to mock at their calamity. And also for you to be like, well, I told you, you know? Because what we're saying is the truth, and it's gonna happen. Alright?
People are gonna be like shit on the street, man. Dead bodies everywhere.
Talks about that in Second Edison.
There ain't gonna be nobody to bury these people. You have Esau coming through, wetting everybody, and they're just gonna leave them. They're not gonna fucking. They got robots for that shit. They ain't gonna touch that. They ain't gonna deal with that, man. Come through with hazmat suits, might burn up piles of bodies. You're gonna see crazy shit, man. It's gonna be nuts.
Look at the FEMA coffins.
FEMA coffins. They're just plastic coffins. What are they gonna do? They're gonna dump however many people they kill into these plastic coffins, get a bulldozer, and then bulldoze them into a ditch. That's it.
Yeah, they say each coffin could hold like what, 5 people?
No, I think it's more than that. Like 10 plus.
The mass graves. The mass graves. Hey, but that's what's gonna go on. What does it say? Amos 5:18. You flee from a lion and run into a bear.
Yeah. Lean his hand upon the wall and a serpent bit him.
Yeah, so you could get away. You might move through a gang of people chopping people in pieces. You might move through Esau. You might see that gang of people coming towards you to chop you in pieces. The Esau comes through with a tank, blows them all into the street. Dip out, get away from the martial law troops, find some water and drink it, and fucking drop dead from poisoning. Get some kind of disease or a virus, right? Because that's how it's gonna be. People that don't get killed by the sword, you might get ripped apart by wild animals. People that get ripped apart by wild animals die from hunger. People don't die from hunger, die from thirst. People that don't die from thirst die from a disease. It's just never ends, man. It's from one thing after another, from one problem to the next.
Oh yeah, God. Oh, what is that? Jeremiah 31.
What, Jacob's trouble?
No.
You get Amos 5:18.
Jeremiah. Yeah, you can get it.
Go ahead, get that.
This is Amos chapter 5, verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of Yahweh. To what end is it for you? The day of Yahweh is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him.
Yeah, the day of the Lord is darkness and not light. You know? It says, woe to you that desire that day. We desire the coming of Yahweh Shai in hopes of deliverance. But I have no desire. I don't want to go through this shit. I have no desire for that. I ain't, you know what I mean? I ain't just pumped up for Jacob's trouble. I mean, I am, but I don't, not something I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to hopefully being delivered by the chariots, being delivered by Yahweh Shai. But as far as having to see people get chopped in pieces or mowed down by 50 cows, blown the fuck up, or get my ass beat and thrown into a concentration camp,
Smell dead.
there's all that shit, man. All of that. Seeing somebody get eaten up by a flesh-eating disease, running at you for help, you just like running away from that shit because you don't want to catch that. That is not that. I ain't looking forward to that shit, man. All right. Now, what we're hoping for is that when it comes, that we be delivered from all trouble, just like Job in the book of Job. It says, that basically what it says is that you're gonna be delivered from all trouble, right? And even if you get put to death, it might not be rough. Hey, or the Lord. Hey, you know how the spirit be. When you got that that spirit that comes upon you, you might go through a situation. It's inevitable. You're gonna die. All right, Esau's gonna put you to death. The Lord's Spirit comes on you, and you don't even feel the pain. Or the Lord's Spirit, you just get possessed by the Spirit. You just right here cussing this devil out while you're ripping your teeth out or whatever the fuck you're doing.
Well, you become like Samson.
Like Sam, yeah, just
up.
yeah. Start
Slopes up.
punching holes in the motherfucker.
Okay.
Or yeah, not even thrown into a furnace, not burnt up more. You know, all these different things, you know. But you gotta go through it. So the day of the Lord is darkness and not light. It's not what these Christians tell you, so-called Christians. It's not what they tell you. How you know the Lord's return is going to be amazing and beautiful. You know the trumpets are going to sound. And, you know everybody's going to hold hands, praise the Lord, and jump and dance and sing and shout for joy. That is not what the Bible says, man. The Bible says a day of death and destruction, darkness, and gloominess, thick darkness, and no light in it. That means there ain't gonna be no fucking silver lining. Alright? Too much tribulation. Alright? Go ahead.
Not to tell you how it be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it.
No brightness in it. Everybody that's looking forward to a bright future, hey man, think again. The only thing you're heading towards is death. You got something?
Oh yeah, good. I had Ezekiel 33.
Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel 33 and 1. Again the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people.
Hey, that's what we're doing. Blowing the trumpet to warn the people. It don't matter if they're listening or not. They don't want it. They want to disregard. He's blowing the damn trumpet again. You tell him to shut up. I'm trying to sleep. Hey, what does it tell you in the scriptures? Don't be worried about the incredulity of them that speak against you. Right? Because they don't understand. They don't know. They're just living their fucking stupid ass life that they care about so much here in America.
Zombieland.
You know? They care so much about their hair and their nails and their TV show and their car, their job, their life. They care so much about this. Let them care about it. Fuck them. It's all going to be taken away from you, sweetheart.
Verse 4. Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head.
Yeah, it's going to be upon, that's on you, man. Hey, I told you. I told you to repent. I told you that there's a punishment for sin. I told you how about started bringing judgment upon the world. I told you to get right, man. I told you to praise the Lord. I gave you the names. We gave you the names. We gave you the prophecy. We broke it down for you, everything that you're supposed to do in order to prepare for that time. You didn't take heed to it. That's your fault, man. It ain't got nothing to do with me.
He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning.
He heard the sound. Hey, what does it say in the scriptures? Surely their line went throughout all the earth. Go ahead.
His blood shall be upon him, but he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul.
Yeah. All right, you take warning, you start praying to the Lord and begging for mercy. The Lord can deliver you, man. You got a chance to survive. You deliver your soul, man. It says all those that call upon the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua will be saved. Right? It says he's very pitiful and deliberate in times of trouble, man. You know, but you gotta repent and you gotta worship Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. Ain't nothing free. Yeah. And how you get that is by prayer. You want to build your confidence gotta pray. You gotta lay it on. Like I keep stressing this. You gotta lay it on the table. You gotta put all your cards. Hey, like when you playing poker, all right, all the chips is on the table. It's just you and this other guy, and you got your hand. What do you say? You say, I'm all in.
That's all that faith.
The whole pot. That's what the Lord wants. The Lord wants you to be all in. He don't want you to have no contingency plan. There ain't no backup plan. We don't got a backup plan. This is the only plan. All right, our only plan. Everything is on the Lord. That's it. That's our plan. That's why we're out here doing this. That's why we don't give a shit about anything else. That's why we ain't out here worrying about all this, that, and stuff like people worry about. We ain't worried about none of that. How I look. Hey, am I dressed nice? Am my shoes? Are my kids fly? Hey, if I go to the club, hey, you think these bitches are like this new ring I got right here? Hey, I got this new whip. Hey, bitches gonna be swarming me with this whip. Oh, check out this job. I just got promotion at my job. I'm a manager now. I'm top. I don't really give a fuck about any of that. But Yahweh Shem Yahushua is about to bring judgment upon this place. From the least to the greatest. All right, the idiot that works in the coal mine to the idiot that runs the coal mine. All right, you're gonna be judged, man. You're gonna be judged for your sins. So what do you got to do, man? You got to come to the light. What? To confess your sins to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, to make your prayer before His face, and do what? Offend less. Because that's all you can do is offend less. Because you're a sinner. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care who you are. Hey, what did Yahweh Shai say? Well, Yahweh Shai made a statement. It was kind of like a trick statement. It was almost like an oxymoron. He said, he that is whole needeth not a physician, but he that is sick, he's the one that needs a physician.
We're sick.
Right? Now, he said that nobody was whole. Everybody was sick. He said it was a wicked and perverse generation. He was cussing out the wicked scribes and the Pharisees. He was telling everybody to repent, man. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. John the Baptist, he made the way. He told everybody, repent, because the Lord is coming. And there's one greater than me. But I'm not even worthy to loose the sandal from his foot. Right? Now, he said, he that is whole needed not a physician. Because you got assholes out there that are saved. They're whole. They're good. They ain't worried about nothing.
Yeah. What about Slakia?
Yes.
What about the woman that was supposedly taken in adultery? And he told those men, he that is without sin, cast the first stone. And they all couldn't, because they were like, well, we know we did something. You know?
What about that dude that was praying to the Most High? It's like, I ain't like this guy. I do this, do that in the third. Look at this guy. But he was all contrite in the spirit and like, I'm fucked up. It's hard for me to even look to heaven. And who was more justified, man?
That's the way we should all be. Hey, forgive me, a sinner.
That's good.
But you got guys that are in the truth, that are so proud, they do something wrong and act like they didn't do it.
This is Mark chapter 5:1. And they came over unto the other side of the sea, into the country of the Gadarenes. And when he was come out of the ship, immediately there met him out of the tombs a man with an unclean spirit, who had his dwelling among the tombs, and no man could bind him, no, not with chains, but that he had been often bound with fetters and chains, and the chains had been plucked asunder by him, and the fetters broken in pieces, neither could any man tame him. And always, night and day, he was in the mountains and in the tombs, crying and cutting himself with stones. But when he saw Yahushua afar off, he ran and worshipped him.
That's how a lot of these people are today. A lot of these people are, there's many demon-possessed people in this world today that are abusing themselves. You got people that are suicidal, cutting themselves, other people that are complete drug addicts, that are dying from drug overdose. You got people dying from drug overdoses all the time, man, because they're possessed with wicked spirits. That's why. Right? You got people killing themselves. This place is highly demonic. If you're spiritual, you can see it. All right. This place, everybody's in mourning here. Ain't nobody happy with themselves. That's why everybody that's on Instagram uses a fucking filter. Why you think that is? It's because they're not happy with themselves. It's because they hate themselves. And if you can't love yourself, you can't love nobody else. You don't give a fuck about anybody else. All you care about is your stupid ass self with your fruity ass faggot filters, trying to make everybody think that you're some kind of fucking star. You got these bitches that got 1 million people worshiping their ass cheeks. And the bitches, they love that shit. They want to be worshipped like that. They want dudes falling at their feet. You got these homosexual men that do it. Alright? Because all this society teaches you to care about is money and pussy, and that's it. Money and sex. They have with sex, drugs, and rock and roll, shit like that.
Money, murder, sex.
All that stupid ass nonsense. YOLO. All that stupid ass nonsense. You people like